Well, hello. Um, what do we think about that angle for today, guys? Lighting alright. So one of my favorite TikTok pieces of advice is to clean up your live space. And hello, guys. I would love to do that, except for I create in multiple areas, so don't mind the transitions, lovelies. I'm just trying to hopefully not blind you. Yeah, this is my studio. I'll be sitting right here because we're about to work on a big canvas. Let's try this. Hi, how you doing? So I know it's silly to like kind of be all up in your face, but hey, how's that? I'm talking yeah. So like I was saying, it's one of my favorite pieces of streaming advice is to clean up your live space. And I film downstairs, I film up here in the studio. On both ends, I got the desk area, and what do you guys think so far? It's gonna be a Kokopelli. Hi guys, thank you for showing up. We're talking about cleaning up our live space, both like in real life and for filming purposes. So I snuck up here earlier, started working on a Kokopelli piece, which is kind of based on this sketch. Just want to kind of like update. Hi, beautiful. I'm just kind of trying to update it a little bit because it belongs on here. Move a couple more things around. I know, guys. I know. Your girl likes to make art. Not because I like want to be Picasso or anything, but I like really have learned to enjoy expressing myself. Hi, beautiful. Thank you for showing up. Guys, I'm trying to get this light out of the way. See, I need to see. Let's try. We're gonna go for a second. Sometimes you got. How's that? I mean, I can still see. Are you guys good? Good. All right. We're gonna say we're good. Right here. Why not? Oh. So I have just hi. If you don't know me, I'm Allie. But I have just been going live for like the last week or so, trying to create more, share more. Kind of just enjoy being more artistic. I had a friend that I was looking for. I knew the only way I could get a hold of him was to get on TikTok. And TikTok had this challenge for tons of crazy online hours. And for whatever reason, after I hit send, I was like, yeah, let's join this crazy challenge. So these are some new, trying out some new things and some old things, and we're mixing them up and just seeing what happens, guys, because we have a little bit of time to create something beautiful. Let me figure out this real quick. Like, we do not want to get stuck on something specific. How are you guys doing this morning? Where are you showing up from? Okay, that's probably necessary. Guys, I love when I get stuff, but I hate trying to figure it out sometimes. Like, I think everything should just automatically be understood. No, honestly, that would take the fun out of it, but. Alright, we're not going to use them how they're supposed to be used, but we're going to use them because, guys, I want to make some art. I want to take this painting that I added a few lines to earlier, and I kind of actually want to do some pork painting with it, which I haven't done pork painting in a while, because I promised myself I would get a few artworks done and clear up some space, which I know, guys, it sounds crazy because we shouldn't have to limit our creativity. But also, I don't know about you, I get into these like phases where I will start a bunch of stuff, but then I won't finish it. So sometimes you kind of have to limit yourself and give yourself. I have to run to the other side of the studio. That's what it's about. It's about having the right tools. Abundance is not just money. Sometimes it's time. Sometimes it's friends. Thank you guys for sharing your time with me. Playing hide and seek this week. I do not know where I put this, which is interesting. So we're gonna have fun with this. I cannot find my normal paints. Now, it doesn't mean I don't have paints. So we're gonna just do something new. But do you guys work paint at all? It's not something I found a large community for, but I also haven't been looking for a large community for it. I am not measuring or being specific. I'm very much trying to do. Oop. Hey, lovely. To just do like kind of an intuitive artwork talk with you guys right now. This piece is purposely developing as just like part of the expanding story and song of my heart. For those of you who don't know, Kokopelli is like a Western version of the pipe. Is probably like the easiest way to explain it. But for me, I've just been trying to share the cry of my heart, I think, a little bit more as I've become more comfortable with who I am and the stories that I tell myself about me. As I'm telling you guys stories about me. You want those stories to match how you show up in the world. But, I want to create more, and I want to share that with you. So thank you for showing up to share that today. Hi, I see you. I see you guys joining. If you're joining, just give me a like and a share, please. You don't even have to follow unless you love me enough to. Those little things really do add up and help. Like, they really, really do. We're just getting set up in the studio. I had a crazy last minute idea to change an artwork that I had already started a little bit earlier today. So this is just round 2 of some studio time before we have to go responsible adults. So I need you guys to understand this is not an official recipe. This is literally just some pour medium and some different colors of paint. If I have all the colors. Do you guys know if you don't have all the colors, you can mix the colors? I know it's crazy, right? You don't have all the colors, maybe some of your friends have the colors. Okay, lovelies, it's getting a little warm in the studio, so I'm going to crack the window real quick. If I can. So I create in my attic, and I just think that it is amazing to be able to ascend into my creative space. The walk upstairs, the climbing the ladder of the train of thought. So if we have 7 colors, you gotta kind of pick my grandma. So, but speaking of, guys, what are your favorite colors? Like, that's my favorite question to ask. I think that it is so silly that as grown adults we don't just like walk up and be like, "I love your shirt. What's your favorite color? Let's be best friends." Like, I hate that we lose that. But in the comments, guys, like, let's get some interaction. Give me some loves, please. This is what we want to do with our time and energy. All right, so hopefully, there's a little bit in there, and then we'll just maybe oh, this one even says brilliant. That's lovely. Oh, that one's too much. Okay, yeah, this one will be already on. So again, guys, like I said, I do not have like any specific recipe for this right now because it was just kind of an idea. Sometimes I do have actual recipes, like when I do paint parties, my coffee and canvas events, we will use an actual recipe. But I actually am doing it like this because I want to take advantage of the fact that I couldn't find my normal paints. But I also kind of want to mix brushwork and pour paint. So it's not something I would normally do. Is the point. We are sharing our song and expressing ourselves and just seeing what happens. So the thing that I really do enjoy about pour painting, though, guys, this is gonna sound silly. Hi babe, I see you. Thank you for showing up. Is that you can shake it to mix it or you can stir it to mix it. And a lot of people are like, "Oh my god, don't do the shake." But the shake is so fun, guys. Like, are you moving around? Like, seriously. You gotta give yourself some wiggle. Some room. And so that's why we started today. Cleaned up the space a little bit. We found an inspirational idea to work on. Ooh, I ate too much food. Who knows? And we're just taking and using what we have nearby, what's available to us to create. So speaking of, we've got a flash goal. We've got a lot of goals, guys. Let's be honest. Today it's gonna be make something beautiful. What is this flash goal? You think we can hit it, guys? Let's find out. We got a target. Ooh, little heart guy. I like him. He's so cute. It would be nice. It's not required. I just like you hanging out with me. Thank you for hanging out, showing up, learning about the art. Today we're making some art. We'll be back at noon talking about art. We are just mixing up some random thick paint. Hi guys, I see you. Um, like I said, when we do the actual coffee and canvas events, and when I'm working on artwork that I know is going to other people. This one's mine. I'm gonna call dibs on him. Sometimes, before you get very far, sometimes it takes a while to figure it out. But yeah, this one is already very personal to me. It's taken a while to progress, and I think some of the ones that come together super quick are my favorites, but ones like this where it's like I've just been looking at the canvas and kind of figuring out what goes on it. And then like even today I had new crazy ideas for it. It's kind of nice to just watch it evolve and progress. I have no idea how these colors are gonna turn out, and I think that makes it fun. Speaking of colors, guys, if you haven't checked out the shop, please do so. I got the coloring book in there with all the active colored posters finally up. Not gonna toss it, but we do toss it later. This one too. Look at that, using up supplies. But yeah, so the add your colors is just it's another one of the cries of my heart. To get more people create. I love when people make with stuff that I make. And so, like I said, this one's for me, but the coloring pages and posters, those are for you. Okay, like you can have fun with those. As you guys can see, I'm already getting messy. Guess we're gonna paint over that anyway, so it doesn't matter, huh? So thank you guys for showing up today. I do appreciate getting to share some studio time with you guys. We're going live at noon for our normal chit chat. So if you guys can join us on your lunch hour, that would be great. All right, guys. Make sure the lids are on because otherwise you end up covered, okay? But we're just mixing up some paint real quick. Give it a good wiggle, shake it off. This is a really great way to transform energy. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Look at how pretty. Look at how pretty. And then we do have to give them a minute to set. That's why you're supposed to stir them. No, that was fun. Hi, I see you, boo. I see you sneaking in. I was trying to be up early before. Hey guys, thanks for joining. Oh, good luck with that, okay? So Angel showing up, that's fine. I love that you're here. Angel showing up actually proves a point, guys. So Angel is one of my number one supporters. She is a constant reminder that one like, one share, one comment can just keep people going. Like she is honest to God, my definition of cheerleader. I wish I was that good to people. And I'm going to talk like this because she just told me she can't hear me, so make sure you watch the replay. But Violet, she really is an angel, okay? So when we take a moment and we hit like share and repost and all that stuff, what you're telling me is that you support what I'm doing. You guys get that, right? You're saying, hey, love you, girl. Or, hey, that was a great idea. Or, yeah, get it. Let me put you out there. And you're doing it intentionally. Like, I don't know if you guys realize that. And so that's why, girl, I swear to God. Ooh, we got lucky. But I was just telling them how amazing. But also, what was I talking about? Also, when we are supporting others and putting them out there, you know, we're just spreading the light. So whenever you guys see me, if you could do the like, share, repost, all the little clickety click click clicks, because those add up. Every single one of those, every single one adds up. And I think that's why I'm trying to play hide and seek, because I want you guys to do a click that says, "Hey, I'm showing up," because I'm trying to show up. I'm trying to show up so hardcore. So a week ago, I had never been online as a live entity. I did do this, but a week ago I decided to do live, and now we're at 10 hours. We've gained 15 followers. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. But I see you seeing me, and I appreciate it. I am going to start seeing this artwork because I know you guys showed up to see some pretty colors. So yesterday's artwork did remind me that the power of tape. Painter's tape is one of my least favorite, most favorite tools ever. And it's because of boundaries, guys. You know, I like to see things flow. Also, do you see how I'm going around the edge right now trying to find the boundary of the tape so that I can use the freaking tape? Unnecessary. Unless I should have tabbed it. I didn't. I never do. Great life hack if you use it. Oh, there we go. There's the spot I should have tabbed. But so because blood paint is fluid art, obviously, this tiny little layer will at least help it slow down from going into the space that I may or may not want it to go into. So where we went through earlier and made the dark lines, I am just taping along the edge. Okay, so we are working on this new piece today. This is going to be a Kokopelli. And he's sitting down. He's resting up against this mountain that we need to fill in with some colors. And we did kind of highlight the song that's coming out. So, but hi, I see you. Hi, guys. What's your favorite color? We know Violet's is violet. Mine is green. And believe it or not, it's green because it reminds me of my heart garden that is ever expanding. We like growth around here. And that's what this is about sharing some growth. Okay, so I tried very hard to create these edges as I drew them. And, you know, guys, Sometimes you get it perfect, sometimes you don't. So just try again. Okay? It's okay to make mistakes. Especially like with paint. We can go back in and paint over it once it dries. Hi. I see you. What do you... Don't get me started. Okay, so, I started today's live, like actually showing you guys like how I get set up and like rearranging stuff in the space because um, what was delightful to me is that the like little notice that I saw today was clean up your live space. Well, I've been going live in a bunch of different spaces and F me, okay, I am not cleaning up all that space. I need a little bit of chaos. Okay, I'm an artist. That's how we work. So I've just been making adjustments and going along and changing up goals, and it's been really fun. Uh, getting to meet all these new people, especially the creators that also want to share their stories. And this is insane, guys. Making boundaries around your form. Oh, the work. It's like putting a fence up. Yeah, and I'm just using fingers. That's crazy. Here's the thing. Is the hard work worth it? Does it add up in the end when we say we made something beautiful? Say our vision was realized, dreams came true? I think so. I mean, seriously, I think so. People are walking around saying that like certain things are impossible. Did you clock in today? Did you put in 5 minutes of consistent effort towards it? Because if you did, then it's enough. Just saying. Um, guys, I know enough people that while I'm doing these, I could be listening to some really awesome music. I have to know enough music like this. I hang out with creators all the time. And guys, let me tell you how much fun it is when you spend your time talking about what you're making, the visions you have, the dreams you want to share with the world. It's a lot calmer than when you're sitting there talking about all the things that are wrong with the world. So last I checked, the only thing wrong with the world is that you're looking at you. Only thing wrong. We gotta figure out how to share ourselves so that we can all see how to do it. Now you guys know shit's real bad. Like sometimes the world is on fire, but not everything else. Okay, not everything. So this looks real crazy. So far it just looks like I have trapped this poor sweet Kokopelli in tape, which is what I did. I'm trying to put a border around him so that I can keep the colors in this space. I know, right? Crazy. Not all borders keep things out. Some keep things in. How are you this morning? Hi, I see you. Okay. Question. I answered my own question. So So what kind of medium do you guys use? If you're joining for some studio time today, that means you might secretly create. I know a lot of people do more than one creative endeavor. I personally sketch, write. Painting's my favorite though, guys, quite honestly. Um, as much as I love telling this story, I I think my happy place is right here or on my porch. Hi, I see you. Thank you for showing up. If you're joining today, please share us. Okay, guys, it looks. Oh, we gotta flip it. So this is what we've done so far. And honestly, I would kind of like to leave it like this. I don't know, maybe the pink tape will stay. um, but this is the part we're gonna color in with the pour. So I gotta finish taping off his head. I know, right? I like it so far too. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. It is always a compliment when my art brings other people joy. Got some tacks from previous projects. Try and get in the way. But since I have completed some artworks lately, I gave myself permission to pour paint. It's about not restricting yourself, but discipline, sticking to goals, getting things accomplished. You know, as somebody who starts a lot on projects, not starting projects for a while was kind of a challenge. But I have gotten some stuff done. I've made some space, and I'm guilt-free want to make this picture. So, I have actually made so many more artworks by doing this challenge. It's been delightful. It has. I hate that you're still on hold, but here's the thing. While we're waiting, what's something we can do good for the world? Like while we're waiting for ours, what's something I don't know. I feel like Angel, you're already like doing so much good stuff. How are you guys today? I see you showing up. Right now I'm trapping a Kokopelli and tape so that when I do the 4 feet part, it flows where I want. And we are very close to starting the 4 feet part. So thank you for bearing with me. And seriously, guys, yeah, thank you for bearing with me. You know, you guys showing up today and hanging out is just really such a gift. I know a lot of times when we go up and we sit in our studios, sometimes we feel like it's pointless. You know, we feel like nobody sees us. No matter how much we post and share, no matter how many times we are doing the thing. And here's the thing, if you just keep shining your light, you just keep showing up, your people will show up too. They'll play hide and seek with you. Everyone will get there when they're supposed to. Alright, so you've got it mostly taped off. If you have a teeny tiny piece of tape, I'm purposely letting this kind of like branch out, and then we'll go through and figure out individual feathers later. Mainly because I don't like the shape that I made them. I know, right? Silly. But guys, we are finally at the point I think where we can just do some of the pour painting. which again, I did not use my normal recipe because I do want to use brush strokes for this. So I'm just going to put this tiny piece of tape. Let me double check. I don't see anywhere absolutely. Nope, okay. So, hi, I see you. How are you? Guys, have a good morning. I am finally working on a Kokopelli painting that I've wanted to do for a while. I sketched out the shape and the placement this morning during a little bit of extra studio time, and then just got in firm boundaries, at least from this side of the artwork. So these are new paint containers that I can tell at some point, like, okay, see, there's this part. I don't know how to get this part loose though. And I don't want this part to spill. So we're just going to go ahead and take it. So I already shook these up. I did my little happy dance ritual. I think my fingers, honestly, guys. Hi, I see you, beautiful. Thank you for showing up again. It was so lovely having you earlier. But yeah, so guys, we've been using these sessions to talk a lot about symbolism and, you know, rainbows, LGBTQ community, all, the alphabet. I like to say the alphabet because we are alphabets. We are a little bit of everything, and it's none of your business. As long as we're not customers. Show that yourself out here. Which, by the way, thank you guys for showing up today. But we're talking about symbols, and the painting we're working on right now is one of the cries of my heart. A lot of my bigger, larger, more in your face art is about art awareness. Of course, this one's stuck. Oh, there we go. But it is about art awareness. It's about sharing stories that other people aren't necessarily safe or comfortable to share, because we would like everybody to be able to share those stories, but we would like them to be comfortable and safe. And that's why we try to tell them that we're not alone. That's why I made Silent Rainbow. That's a good one when we talk about art awareness. You can see that one in the shop. Talk Shop actually has quite a few awesome things. And that's the thing, guys. Are we making stuff or are we? Okay. But yeah, so symbols and what things mean to you, and it would mean the world to me if you would like share. Oh, I love how easy like those things kind of sneak in there after you practice saying them. Because for the longest time, I didn't want to say them. I didn't want to share who I was. And now I'm comfortable to ask you to share me. Isn't that crazy? But it's all about growth. It's so I am literally just adding in, but it is. It's about growth. It's about change. It's about experiencing who you are, what you want to be. Letting yourself change. I have grown through so much, so much. years, over the adventures. And that's the thing, is you are allowed to change. You are allowed to be something different. You do not have to always only produce or always only consume. You. Oh my god, guys. I am loving this. I kind of almost regret that it's. No, I don't. No regrets, because here's the thing about art, you can change it. But I actually do really like how this is coming together, and I'll show you guys here in a second. Um, Symbol of the rainbow in this one, like, versus. Guys, I'm having, like, are you having fun with this? Because, like, we're sharing our song. We're changing up the story a little bit. So when I lift this up to show you it, it is going to change what it looks like. I'm gonna take a picture of it at this point because I really do kind of like what this turned into, but this is not how it's going to stay. And that's the thing about art, you have to be willing to let it grow and adjust. You gotta see things in it, step away sometimes. Yeah, but the second I pick this up, it's going to shift, and I might want to actually come in later and add something more with this packet. So we're just gonna take a little quick reference photo of where we're at, and then we're gonna see what it does. Okay, because physics actually talks about how when things are observed, they change. Okay, I started making videos. I changed, and that was when I could like click and turn it off and nobody would see me. I have steadily been growing and changing and being something new and different. I have been figuring out what a fever art is and revealing that to the world and sharing it. So please share me with your friends. Hi, I see you, Boo. Hi, thank you for joining. So I took a picture because I think I'm gonna miss what it looks like now, but I'm kind of curious to see what it as it expands, and potentially makes a big giant mess on my board because of the angle that I chose for this. So guys, Kokopelli, we've gotten a little bit of time. Alright, so literally this is gonna shift immediately. So here you guys go. So far. Alright guys, so I don't see my tape border doing the job I wanted it to. You see how it's definitely not. But I do like what I'm turning. So, the good thing about this, guys, I know like we could panic, right? We really could. I'm gonna kick myself for not bringing up paper towels, whatever. Okay, so here's the thing. I want a little bit more of an angle. Alright, I set that flat again because, guys, we have a plan. we have a plan now that it's done its little crazy thing and shown us what it wants to be. Give me 30 seconds. I'm not trying to hide. I need this towel to fix this. And I also, as much as I love rainbows and getting paint, it looks like this counts over here. We're not doing that today. Okay. So the only thing that I am going to edit is this part where it tried to take over the horn. And I really did like this little space right here by the belly. Like that off. And guys, if you work while the paint is wet, thank you. You're pretty cool. But if you work while it's wet, like I said, if you do it quick, you don't have to worry about it. Like fluid, it's fluid. It will move. So that's what makes it like really fun. Is like it naturally kind of creates some designs by itself. And so we spent all that time making like his boundaries that the paint said, no, we're not sticking to. I want to go here. But then we just clicked it away, quick fix. Not everything is super dramatic, catastrophic. So I'm just trying to go on right now, and I'll show you guys when I get it done. This is also one of the cute paper towels. Hi, Queen. I see you, boo. But as we decided the boundaries. We said this is where it's going to be. This is what we're working with. And there's, some cool designs and patterns that popped up that maybe in a different world we would hold on to, we would keep and have go on. But not today. Today like I said, we established where we wanted stuff. And so anything outside of that, it's gotta go. It's not an F yes, it's an F no, babes, okay? Alright, so that should be the last one. In theory, guys, in theory, things don't always work out how we want. That's why this background is actually a little bit muddy compared to. And I know this is silly, but I am patting out the border between basically his butt and his back and the mountain. And it's only silly because like I really don't have to. Like I could leave this completely disconnected. And I am gonna go back in and do some brown on it. So but it's giving me something to focus on, and it was fun for a second. So I guess it wasn't so different. If you guys are showing up for the studio time today, please share us with your friends. My name's Allie over at A Cleaver Art, and I'm just trying to art all the time, full time, with you guys. Honestly, the towel's kind of cool. How it turned out colorful. Alright, guys, I'm going to show you this super, super quick. I will see you later too. Okay, no worries. Thank you for showing up. I always appreciate it. Just repost me before you bounce. We're gonna need this in a second. Alright. Quick show, and then we're not gonna get to see him until he's dry. Alright, but really do love what that's turning to. Jesse? I can do one more. see him. Look at it. Is that lovely? So it kind of reminds me of a subway map. Now, I know a person shouldn't be a subway map, but like, you know, like our nervous system and stuff. So like seeing all the different lines, and I really do like where it's swirling and coming together. And I do have actual, these little guys are so fun. Poke and swirl and swiggle and um here's the thing. It doesn't always have to be that complicated. I can just, go along and say, hey, I like this line here. This is the one that I enjoy. I can let it swirl and swiggle and be its own thing. When you are the one writing the story, you can do soft edges, you can do hard edges, you can do sharp marks, you can do strong strokes. You get to create. Hi. You get to create whatever you want. And for me, the idea of creating something beautiful is just sitting around being talk. Like real talk. That is the dream. Make pretty, pretty pictures. Tell some awesome stories. Guys, right now I'm just going in with the brush, and anywhere that I wanted to, I'm kind of adding in little bit of edge touches. I really am just kind of filling in space, I think. Once the pour paint part does actually dry, what I'm going to do is actually paint this white line. Like we're going to trade the tape for a trail, and I think we might do a nervous system and or like shaky arcs. Like maybe it'll be like a light coming from the Kokopelli. But like the whole point of this, guys, this time, just hanging out and talking, is like that you can see that it's possible. Like you can create what you want. And I like to encourage people to do the fun stuff. Like I'm trying to create a fan club because I want to make art all day. Is that simple? Um, Guys, it's almost a little Green Man vibe meets like um I don't know. It's definitely giving joy. Um, I think I've just always kind of really been about self-expression. I don't think that's a shock if you know me. And people like that. I love when I'm that you like that. I'm gonna be honest. That's one of the joys of sharing your art is inspiring other people. Hopefully. So there's where's my water? Oh my goodness, guys! I have to go all the way to the other side of the room for the water. Um, oh, guys, they used to say, girls prepared. You know, I probably 31 woman, all that good stuff. Here's the thing: I was up super early. I was mostly prepared, but I'm here, and you're here with me. So, like, guys, we're doing good. We don't have to do perfect. We do not have to do perfect. We just have to do like we try. Like, do or do not. There is no try to get that. Sometimes there's just being here, and I love being here. It's like delightful. I think. Yeah. So before this does start to dry out, I'm just going through and adding in some more lines because I can. There's some areas that were like kind of real blocky. And or like just like when I say blocky, like it's just like one main color. Even though I was like swirling and mixing, like for instance, the pink kind of like blurred out of where, which was the heart space. Believe it or not, guys, my grandma would be so proud. But the thing about fluid paint that I really love is that you really can't just have fun, just toss it wherever, let it kind of stretch and move. Um, the problem is it does take a couple of days to dry, which not actually a big problem. That's what we have blow dryers for. But yes, we're just adding in a couple last minute fun additions. I really honestly should have made a white for this, so I think like taking the tape layer off and then adding that like glow around him. Uh, the thing about the Kokopelli is just honestly, he's got his own truth. He's singing his own song. Speaking of songs, Mickey. um, there we go. Some guys sometimes you just need like to put like a teeny dot over here or over like get the colors to like really realign. Because sometimes things go black and white when they really should be hydrated. And we can add and change things up. Like just adding a little bit of blue. True. True. To the circle. Changes up the recipe quite a bit. Um, quite a But I am going to always be preaching that we should add colors and be creative and spend more time together. That's just kind of what I do, how I'm programmed, I guess. I really do believe that making these pretty pictures, or ugly pictures sometimes, let's be honest, just sitting down and creating it all, I feel like that's somehow healing parts of the world that we do. So, um, thank you guys for showing up and helping me stay motivated and inspired. Well, I know it's not your job, but some of you treat it like it is, and that is more than a girl can ask for. Just get to hang out with her friends, do some pretty things with their time. So, all right, guys, you got me feeling like I'm talking to myself. um, I am literally sitting here, swirling, adding a pattern, and trying to get these lines to connect a little bit. And I did let this paint dry out, and I knew this was a potential when I didn't make the actual recipe. Almost finished. Okay, well, we are far from finished here, baby. Take your time. And I knew that was a potential. That things would not go as planned. Not blend correctly, not. And here's the thing. Sometimes we have to just take that leap of faith. We have to say, I know enough about how to make this, what I'm doing, the vision that I have right here. Okay? Piece of truth in my heart. I love you. The little piece of truth in my heart. How do I express that? How do I share it? How do I live that? And oh my God, so this keeps saying cocoa as in it's Kokopelli. It's a southwestern flute player. Let me show you guys real quick. And we'll go back to I'm turning this into an actual painting. So that's cocoa. But what I love is that he is singing his own song. He's telling his own story, and so all these colorful swirls and taking it from looking like a subway map and being very strict and direct to very overlapping and playful, because I am breaking the rules today. I took this and said, this is how I want to live. And how I want to live is just as a creator. I just want to make things that matter, that impact the world. That's why I've been doing this for quite a while. Some days it's fun. Some days it's hard work. But at this point, it's almost part of every day. Every single day. And that makes my heart. Hi, I see you. Thank you for showing up. You make my heart happy. Oh my goodness, guys. So I do regret this one line right here. And we're gonna Because guys, remember we can go back in later. We can get ourselves a little bit dirty, make a little spot somewhere else. It all works out. Just keep working on it, keep showing up, doing the thing. Okay? Alright. I think all the blocky, crazier chunks that I was worried about. Oh, nope. Totally live. Hi guys, I see you. This is fun. So I just want to clean this up real quick, and then I'm gonna flip you guys around so you can see this artwork, because I don't want to risk messing this up at this point, guys. I really do enjoy how this has turned out so far. So hold on 1 second. Let me see. I take you guys with me for a moment. Hi, babies. How are we doing? Like the close up? I'm kidding. I am cute though. I have my moments. Alright, guys, there's a flip. Look at this baby. So here's the full artwork, the pour from previously. Um, you can tell from this angle, like the colors, like the golds and the reds that stayed before. And it kind of looks like he's just like puffing out clouds or uh, little music notes. I haven't fully decided yet. What do you guys think? I'm in love. Yeah, I think we did good today. For about, let's see, we spent 2.5, 3 hours up here off and on. Hi, like just right in your face. I know, boo. I'm sorry. Um, I don't know what is going on here. I hit the wrong thing, guys. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Boom. Okay, should be good. um, anyways, so just been talking to you guys about creating and having fun and cries of our. I don't know about you guys, but I'd much rather do this every day than worry about all the crazy going on. All of it. We gotta wake up. We gotta take care of business. We gotta do the thing. I get that, but can we do it with some joy? Can we have fun doing it? And is that okay? Does anybody else think that maybe that would be alright? Because I I had a lot of fun already in my day. Like I had to make stuff, and it's not perfect, guys. I'm not by any means. This is not one that's going in the shop right now. I did also call dibs on this one, so it probably might go in the shop next time. Some artworks, guys, some artworks they need a little bit longer in the studio, or they need to go up on my bedroom wall and be stared at for a while. Not because I can't explain them or like I'm not even sometimes because I'm not ready to share it, but because it really is just for me. Um, not everything that we make has to be for money, for profit, or for anybody else. And I do make a lot of things that are for other people. Don't get me wrong. Like I have several series based on making stuff for other people because we take care of other people, but we also have to take care of ourselves. And I spent this morning talking about Kokopelli and the song and how it's the cry of my heart. Why would I immediately give that? I can take my time, show up a little bit here, a little bit there, and work. Um, Also, when we discovered that my paints have probably ended up downstairs, I decided that I could keep one. I'm giving myself a gift of making something pretty just for me. When's the last time you made something pretty? Is the song of your heart too? Oh, guys, can't cannot thank you enough for joining me today. Um, Trying to figure out where I put my black, which is crazy because I purposely every time I walk into a craft store, I buy a black paint. True story. Black and white, usually, but if not both, definitely a black. And that is because if you gotta start fresh, you could just grab the whole thing. No, it's because I use black to line and edge. I'm sorry that you're still on hold. I'm glad you're here with me. Hi, I see you. Thank you for showing up today. And I'm really trying to figure out where the black is right now because I want the horn to be black, not the space. People think that space should just be like complete darkness and void. And here's the thing, I don't want to be floating in space. I don't want to be in darkness and void. And there's all these really pretty colors traditions. So no, we're gonna keep those because that was the part of the art that I was really excited about. And because we're the artists, we get to decide. So have you guys seen any of the other art that I have up in the shop? Kind of curious what your favorite one is. I go through phases with mine because you know obviously the latest one is usually a good guess, but also sometimes the one that's not in the shop is the best. Um, I've been trying to pay attention to the story that the artwork itself is telling, the hidden message, because sometimes we do that, especially, I don't know about the rest of you, I know I do that. I look at a lot of my art and I'm like, wow, like, why didn't I realize that back then? Or, hey, this now means that. And that's what the name's about, sharing those. This one was a little bit more watery than I expected, but we love a good flow. We love a good flow. That was my word for this year, overflowing. Did you guys pick a word for this year? It's kind of like what I do instead of New Year's resolution. And then for my birthday, because I am a June baby, I thought about maybe like resetting and picking a new word. But guys, let's be serious. I just want to reclaim that overflowing. I just, let's keep it going. I don't know who is getting filtered, but call it that. I am all about freedom of expression, but we can do it gently and kindly and respectfully. Thank you. Well, most of the time. Again, guys, just thank you for showing up. We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. Go on. So right now I'm just trying to finish this coloring. And the paint is weird consistency, which is a very important thing when you have consistency. So like it's flowing and then like wiggling back, and I'll show you guys in a second and you're gonna be like, okay, what the heck. But that was the point of using this like fluid as I had some of this up here that give you stuff. We made some so that we could specifically create this. There's a lot of symbols for those. We want to pay attention. Oh, no. It's got a mind of its own, guys. So for those of you who do create, and do you run into that a lot where like you kind of like try to work alongside this artwork and then it just does whatever it wants? It's like, no, this is what I'm really doing. Because I feel like it happens a lot for me, and it's, hi babe, I see you. I feel like it happens a lot for me, and sometimes it like aggravates my soul, and other times it's like, Oh, yay, that's delightful. What a cool little thing. I'm sorry, guys. That was a focus moment. I just get live to look correct. Um, Finally, finally is one of my favorite paintings, actually. um, Now I know that she's talking about something else, but that's what makes this fun for me. I'm just fixing a little spot because, yeah, sometimes we do make mistakes. Sometimes we're human. I'm a doll, but we're human. I'm secretly a fairy, an alien. What do you want to claim it yourself as today? Whatever it is, I'm not hiding anymore. I'm showing up. I'm making art. I'm living the life that I want to live. Not necessarily the one I was born to live, the one I want to live. Consciously, intentionally, delightfully. Um, is delightfully? I don't know. Um, all right, guys, I'm gonna pick it up one more time. Show you where we've gotten. I think we're gonna need some brown. I'm not surprised I don't have a tree. Quick test. Let's see if I add some light because the sun has shifted, so I might need this. Is that better or worse for you guys? Ooh, it's much better for me. Maybe we'll just change angles. We're gonna change angles anyway. Come on, guys. Walk with me over to. Hello. um, Sorry that I am not that great a singer, guys. I can paint though. So this is our Kokopelli. Okay. This canvas is 30 by 40, so yeah, it's almost as tall as me. Thank you so much. I actually working on this one as well. Still, I know. And then this one over here is the one we finished yesterday. So, unnamed, thinking something like All Eyes on Me. But don't worry, guys. We got art we can make. We got flipping you around. We got hi babies. We got tons of stuff that we can do together to enjoy creative time. So, um, let me see. Is that angle? We're gonna call it good. So, yes, I do still keep a vision board, motivational. Oh, well, we're not good. We don't go up there. Yeah, but I do keep a motivational board to remind me. It's got all the little thank you notes and just inspirational quotes that have kind of kept me going throughout the years. I was actually reminded earlier about how important quotes are to me. I made a new friend this morning. I love making new friends. So, hi. Speaking of friends, if you are here, please do the follow, share, all those little buttons really add up. Guys, I think we need a tree in this one. I know we're not shocked that I'm like, oh my god, we need to add a tree to our painting. I'm a nature lover. Where is my brown? So I'm gonna spend part of my day doing a scavenger hunt for my other paint basket because I have a collection for when I actually do want to paint. I can't find my gray or my brown. So I guess we're going gray. Oh, we'll do the mountain. We'll do the mountain and we'll do a tree later. How about that? I do not like this angle. I'm gonna move you guys again. Tell me how that works for you. Line up the lights. Better? Worse? If I move. Okay, wait. I gotta work all the way over here. And gonna come around. I want to thank you guys for showing up as yourselves. You know, you guys are a little bit rotten, a little bit playful. My family would like to say things like, if you're not ornery, you're probably adopted. Which, you know, as I've gotten older, I realize how real obnoxious that actually is. But, so we've been adding color, a bunch of different colors, making it fun. And now we're going in and we're adding gray. You know, we're not just right down the middle, somewhere that's kind of difficult. And the reason we're doing that is one, I couldn't find my brown to make the tree, and two, there's a mountain. Stones are important. You can build or break with them. I think we all know that there's a couple of really fun games that are designed on building blocks, and I think that in itself is a really good lesson about life and creativity. So I am just literally taking a couple different grays. I'm going to add a little bit of black in. I got Timeless and Dolphin. So, oh yeah, babe. My store is missing today. I have decided that for studio times, we're not going to be sharing the shop. We're just going to be sharing each other and the art. And then if you want to learn about the art and see the finished projects and the shop stuff, that will be noon with at the table. Because we're still kind of figuring out what we're doing here. But thank you for paying attention. Thank you. Thank you so much for paying attention. I love you. Woo! Guys, that's so I thought we were going to have to explain a new little design piece that, oh my. Yes, we're just adding in some like gray and black, a little bit of the shadow. And I'm actually just like dotting in the black, not solid like we did with the, oh lordy, now she's on. Oh goodness. Oh goodness, they released a monster. I love the chaos. I love it. But I also love the calm. You know, I spent this piece, seriously, guys, just screams nervousness to me. Like, I can't help it. But now that I'm not constantly in the midst of chaos, and I do have moments of calm, I really like them. I really like them. Okay, this one is a little, I want to stick. This is why we take care of our brushes. If I hadn't washed this when I was done with it, it would not be stuffing. However, I found one. Guys, I have like so much fun when I am picking out paintbrushes or if I'm deciding to sketch, being like, I am picking out my weapon. Because the pen is my sword. Just saying. Just like, guys, oh, by the way, this type of brush is a fan brush. Again, if I had taken care of it back when I got it originally. So I didn't know how to use a fan brush. I didn't know that it was any different. And here's the thing, like we have all these tools that look the same, but they're different for a reason. That's why I am not the same as somebody else you meet. You are not the same as somebody else you meet. For our individual lights, and even though we have things that overlap, like you might also be an artist. You might not know it, but you might also be an artist. And maybe instead of pour painting and fan brushes, you're very fine line arts. Maybe, but we can both be artists. We can both take risks. We can both share our truths. We can do it in different ways. So my favorite things about the fan brush is actually okay. So I am literally just going to twist it back and forth like this all over the mountain space. Okay, so whatever the colors do, whatever the edges pop up, it's an ode to my swirls that we've been discussing, the motifs that show up. And like, I love this that I just kind of, you can even go like this. Like, it's so much fun. And you just kind of get a little bit different than if you were to do it with another brush. So it's all about the right tools, having the right time, right place, skills, connections. I want to add a little bit more darkness. I know it's crazy. Like we were talking about adding the light and that's what makes it fun. Is like when you're making art, you can do what you want. You can say, hey, this goes here, this goes here. And I'm just trying very hard to slowly get this to do a couple of drops. I don't want a ton of darkness. Yes, you know what? Screw it. We don't want to we're gonna do it. And we're just gonna let it do it for now. Oh, it almost looks like a volcano now. Come with me, my dears. All right, just letting it do its thing. But look at how it's starting to come together and expand. The song is growing, the story is growing. He's got form. You guys get to see me again. I get to see you. Thank you for showing up. Seriously, I appreciate you guys making some art with me. I'm gonna take this fan brush back and just along the very edge where he is like aligned with the mountain, I'm gonna spread that out. And then I think we might have to let this dry because it's getting warm up here, guys. So ironically, I pulled a fan brush when we're sitting here talking about goals and things that we want to change and add to the world. And I trying to get some fans, guys. Gonna be real with you. Trying to build that up. If you can, if you want to, if you know somebody who would want to, who needs art piece. Okay. Oh yes, guys. This was the move. Is fanning these out, spreading it. It's adding all sorts of layers. Which was the hope. Just patting it in, giving it some texture. A little splash and splurge here. And this is gonna. Ooh. You gotta pay attention. There's a chunk trying to stay. You don't want that. Hi, thank you. Yes. But yes, we're just adding these little tiny last few details. Where it's not super dark up top, or maybe it looks like we need to make it a little darker later. We can. I just really like how this one has turned out. I didn't walk in here with expectations other than we were gonna make something together. We discovered ourselves. I think that's lovely. um, I think we might actually call her done for now because you gotta let it dry. If you layer up paint too quick, even acrylic that dries, you gotta let it dry. If you layer up paint too quick, even acrylic that dries. Some more A Cleaver art in your life. Live at we're going live at noon today. We're going live at noon every day for July and sharing our stories. Be talking at the table with A Cleaver art. Give you one last sneaky peek at what we accomplished in our studio today. Okay. Look. We're just sharing. Just showing up. If you guys like this artwork, please, please, please like, follow, and share. It's really, really helping me get the attention I need so that this can be what I do all day, every day. Just want to make pretty things. So the painting we worked on today is about Kokopelli, about the Song of Our Hearts. And mine is that I just want to be a Cleaver all the time. So I have to go real life for a little bit, but I will be back at noon. And then we'll be back at noon tomorrow. If we can sneak in some studio time extra, we will. In the meantime, guys, go check out the shop. Check out the link in bio. All the good stuff. Okay? I appreciate you showing up. I think you're beautiful inside and out. And I cannot wait to see you again so soon. Okay? Love you guys. Oh, well, I want to tell you you're beautiful again since it doesn't want to let me leave. Love you guys. Oh, well, I want to tell you you're beautiful again since it doesn't want to let me leave.